All right, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon if you're east of the Pacific time zone. I guess that would be most of the country, so welcome. Today we're going to be going over FSBOs. So how do you find, engage, and convert FSBOs? So let me know that we're good to go. Let me know, type in FSBO if you are ready to go on this. I'm telling you, we got one of the best platforms for this in the industry. Um, in my area, there's not a ton of FSBOs, but I tell you what, if I was using this here, I'd be able to probably convert one or two a month. And that's more than most agents are doing in their business as it is. So I think combining the FSBO strategy with the expired strategy, with the open house strategy, becoming an expert on the listing presentation, you're going to be in a beautiful, beautiful spot. Because again, 10 extra listings a year, that's like a little bit less than one a month. It doesn't sound like a lot. And if you're a top producer, this might not be interesting to you. But if you're an agent, you're doing 1 to 2 to 3 deals a month, you're still a top producer. But adding another listing and this is such an easy way again, the conversion rate on expired, the conversion rate on FSBO is way, 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 way higher than your average marketing. Does that make sense? Jim One Lee, FSBO Go. All right, dude, let's get at it. So get yourselves over to listingsalades.com. If you're not a client, go ahead and log in. In fact, let me show you something. If I go to FSBO.com, FSBO.com, listingstoleads.com/FSBO, a lot of great information here. You can sign up for a free trial if you're not a client yet. If you are a client, check this out and log in. A lot of great information here. And we're going to walk through most of it right now. In fact, let me show you here. So we're going to create a landing page like this one. I'm going to walk you through how homeowners, so we got all the marketing tools and how homeowners can land on this from an e-flyer, from a text message, from an email, from a print flyer, from a postcard, from a door hanger. And they can literally fill this out and they can add their listing. So they can request free marketing tools that you're going to provide. And it's all you do is you click 2 things and you're done. And you'll see how just brilliant it actually is. So we can get marketing information in front of these FSBO homeowners. We can call them, we can text them, we can email them, we can mail, we can door knock. They get here. Notice the domain, Folsom, FSBOsellingtools.com. They can select whatever they want, whatever marketing tools they want to take advantage of. They put in their information. On the next page, they're going to add in their home information. It's absolutely brilliant. When that happens, and you can always add a FSBO to your account too. I know people that will add a FSBO and just send the marketing tools without even asking. So there's a number of ways of doing this. I've also got my 100-point home marketing plan. So the complete marketing plan for sale by owner, prepared for Ken Franklin. And so it's got the homeowner's home on every page. They can scan the QR code. They can click the link to go to the property website. Look at that. They got all their photos. They got a full on, and that's the homeowner's information right there. And the most beautiful thing about this is that it's the homeowner that can literally add their home, and you don't do anything. It's ridiculous. So what I would like someone to do is give me a location. So give me a farm area, give me a location, give me a city, and let's just walk through this in a way that you're going to see, like, from your perspective, how to implement this. Okay. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about My Plus Leads, where to find FSBOs. All right. So, if you can find FSBOs all over the place, we're going to walk through this home right here. So we're going to pretend I am the homeowner, and I'm going to show you. And then I'm also going to walk you through using Chat GPT or whatever you want to take that sad FSBO photo. All right. This is on Zillow. as FSBO. That's why they never get their stuff sold, right? Look at this garbage. And then I can use Chat GPT, and then in like literally a minute, look at that, beautiful. Took out the trash cans, made it a blue sky, filled in the trees to make it look like summer, right? Professional photo. So when I show them, it's a couple, I believe, my marketing, just, they're going to be like, oh yeah, all right, this guy knows what he's doing. So Jim Lee, perfect. Portsmouth. How do you say that? Is it Portsmouth? Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I mean, I know the city. I just don't know how it's pronounced. It doesn't even matter. So step one, landing page. So we're going to create a FSBO landing page for that area. So I'm going to go to landing pages, create landing page. Now, when we create this landing page, we're going to create all the marketing tools we need to get out to all the FSBO homeowners in this area. So add new landing page, FSBO, and I'm going to type in, oh, hello, Joycelyn, one of my favorite people. Ports, M-O-U-T, I think you added an extra T. So I'm not going to add the New Hampshire. Everybody here knows they're in Portsmouth. And I'm just going to Portsmouth. Okay, thank you, Jim. We're done. We've created the landing page. We've created all the marketing tools. Everything is editable. We're good to go. Check this out. Portsmouth, FSBO, soldnow.com. Selling your Portsmouth home on your own. Get free professional versions of the tools that I use to sell homes. Select your marketing tools. The list is editable. If you want to add 3D tours, if you want to take out something, if you want to edit something, you can. Everything is editable. The colors are going to match your brand. The background image is editable. This image right here is editable. I mean, all of it is. So you can see here, I can go through, change up everything I want. The lead form, this is where I can add in the different options. So for example, if I want to say, and not that I would, I'm just saying if I did, let's say 3D tours. Boom. Save. And now 3D tours. So you can customize the landing page as much as you want. We got an autoresponder. You don't need to worry about it. It's all dialed in. I'm just showing you because some of you are going to want to edit this. Some of you just can't leave well enough alone. I'm joking. You can add your tags, right? CRM lead source. We want to make sure that we're getting those leads where they need to go to. So if you got your CRM connected, right, and you want to add tags so the tags will flow with the CRM, do that. We're good to go. I mean, again, I can change the background image totally, right? Just, I can even add a video. All right, check this out. Video. And click upload video. And if I go to media from L to L, or stock videos, let's go stock videos. And I'm going to do homes. And maybe I won't, because normally there's a video that normally comes up for me. But let's see. Oh, I'll have to find it. Oh, that's kind of sad. But you get the idea, right? So I can upload a video if I want, upload an image, customize that however I want. But so now we got to get this in front of people. So for FSBO, I'm not going to recommend you do Facebook ads. All right, FSBO is more of a one-to-one type of thing. I'm not going to be doing social media posts. I'm not doing ads. All right, would I do a Google ad? Because Google, right, they'd have to type in. I mean, if I wanted to do, to me, there's not enough FSBOs in my area. But I mean, if you want to target FSBOs on Google, you can. I just don't know that's a great use of your money. I'm going to focus on really 2 or 3 tools. The e-flyer, the print flyer. Now the e-flyer, obviously for email. The print flyer, this is phenomenal. And we've also got postcards and door hangers. And the postcards and door hangers are going to flow through whatever the image is you've got as the background. So if I change the image on the landing page, the image on the postcard, the door hanger, and all that will change. And so you can see here, check out this postcard. Just because you're selling your Portsmouth home yourself doesn't mean your marketing has to suffer. Go to portsmouthfsbosoldnow.com. Get free professional versions of the tools I use to sell homes. And if I scan that QR code, let me just boom, bada bing. I love it. I love it. I love it. There we go. Check that out. Can you see my look on my camera? Might be a little blurry, but you get the idea. That's the landing page right there on my phone. And it's super easy to use this on your phone. I mean, it's mobile responsive, it's mobile enabled, it's mobile beautiful, it's everything mobile. It's gorgeous. It's 3D tours. I want these tools. So whether it's the postcard, it could be the door hanger. I think the door hanger would be really slick. Why? Because I can easily order like 50 door hangers and just leave them, right? Just have them in my car. And as I'm driving around and as I see new FSBOs, I can go door knock, and we'll talk about this in a little bit. And if they're not there, leave that door hanger right on the door, right? For sale by owner. Again, it says portsmouthfsbosoldnow.com. So the domain is awesome. So it's going to give you a lot of credibility. Jim, make sure I delete that later so that you can use it. We've got like five domains. So even if I don't delete it, you'll still be able to get another domain. We have like FSBO sold easy, FSBO sold fast, FSBO sold now, right? I think we have like 5 or 6 domains that are kind of similar that are used in these landing pages. So, and then we got the print flyer. The print flyer is awesome as well. And just like the postcard, just like the door hanger, right? The postcard is going to have the QR code on it, right? 3D tours. Oh, looks like I messed. Oh, wow. I'll check that a little later. It looks like when I added this, it should have added. So if I delete the 3D tours, this will be correct. But anyways, scan the QR code, landing page is going to come up. So absolutely awesome. Let's see here. There's this one. Download PDF. Yeah, there we go. A little bit better. Okay, so it's got all my branding. There's the 3D tours, right? Selling your Portsmouth home on your own. So as you can see, and then we got the e-flyer. So what I would do is I would take this e-flyer, click on edit. I would just copy this e-flyer, just either copy like that or copy the code, drop it into your CRM. And that way, as you're going after FSBOs, you can just handle it right out of your CRM. I can literally take that and drop it into Gmail as well and send it through Gmail. You can't send it through Listings to Leads at this point because we don't allow the use of our system as a CRM type of thing. Just because what happens is people start abusing it, and then the deliverability rates go way down. So we like to try to avoid that. So once the lead comes in, obviously we got all the follow-ups. The e-flyers can be sent to leads that are generated, but as far as adding people to Listings to Leads, we don't allow that at this point. So just copy this email, drop it into Gmail, drop it into Follow Up Boss, drop it into Lofty Bold Trail, whatever. And that way you've got it ready. And if you don't know how to create a template in Gmail, it's so easy. Just chat GPT, how do I create a template in Gmail? It's like 5 seconds. All right, everybody good so far? So we got a landing page. We've got print flyers, emails, postcards. We got door hangers. We got a FSBO seller script. So if you want to call them up, right? I see Jim is selling his home with FSBO, and there's 2 versions of this. And there's actually, we got a FSBO PDF guide. So we got a script for the guide. It's under PDF guides. I'll show you that a little bit later. And we've got the landing pages. So we got a script for both. And then we got a script if you got a postcard, door hanger, or flyer to them, or if you didn't. So I could call up Jim and I could say, hey, Jim, this is Scott Pierce. And as a homeowner, I see you're selling your home as a FSBO, and I wanted to offer you a free set of marketing tools, the exact same ones that I use as an agent in the area. It's just a free service. I offer it to everybody. There's no catch. There's no catch. There's no cost, right? This is just to support homeowners in Portsmouth. If you want to go to portsmouth.fsbosoldnow.com, I'm also going to drop you an email, and you'll have the link in the email. You can request the tools. You can look them over, and if you want to keep them, you can. And if you don't like them, just let me know, and I'll delete them. Either way, it's up to you. But again, I just wanted to reach out and wish you luck getting your home sold, and then let me know if you have any questions, because we're coming from a place of value. Don't be like some of these agents and calling them up. And now, if you get a buyer and you want to do that, right? So if I want to call up Jim and say, "Hey, Jim, this is Scott Pierce. I'm a real estate agent, and I see that you're selling your home as a FSBO. I've got some buyers in the area, and I've not seen your home. There was only one picture of the front of the home online. Would it be possible for me to come by at your convenience for about 5 minutes, just do a quick look, so that I can then let my buyers know about it? And oh, by the way, are you paying a buyer side commission? I'm not going to do all the work for you if you're not going to pay me at least something. So I want to get that out ahead of time." So there's a number of ways of establishing a relationship or a communication with the homeowner. But, a lot of times those homeowners are going to be like, "Well, if you got a buyer, send them to me." Well, I haven't seen your home yet, right? You only got 3 photos, and to be honest, they're not that great. Although I'm going to be a little bit, respectful of how I communicate that, right? So, but the goal is print flyers, postcards, door hangers, or email. Get those to the homeowner. When you do that, so let's say it's an e-flyer for database, and let's go here, and let's go to. I hate when I do that. All right, so they get the e-flyer, and they click on the e-flyer, right, and they land on, or and again, it could be the postcard, it could be the door hanger. So they land on the landing page. So check this out. In fact, I'm going to do something real quickly here. So I'm going to pretend I'm the owner. So let me save this image, because that's the owner's. This is an actual FSBO not far from me. So that's an actual FSBO. All right. This is real life. All right. This is real life. All right. So I'm on the landing page as that homeowner. So I got your email, I got your postcard, I got your door hanger, I got your print flyer. I want to take advantage of your offer because it's been, a month and a half. I haven't sold the home yet. And so I select all of these tools. I want these tools, and I'm going to put Jim Lee at gmail.com. Some Jim Lee is going to be getting this email. They're like, "What the hell?" Let me just copy that address. Why not? Let's have a little fun here and keep it real. So I'm going to type in that address. Phone number 415-555-1212. And let me just do a few numbers. I don't want some random Jim Lee going like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" So click to get the tools. So here we go. Do you have photos of the property? So now I can do this as the agent inside of my account. So if I wanted to add the property ahead of time, I could do it myself. I can go into my account, and I'll show you that as well. But I want the homeowner doing this. Why do I want to be doing this? So there's his home, right? So that's what he's going to upload. And everything's going to fill in. Boom, bada bing. The price, what do we have for the price here? $520,000. So 520. Bedrooms. I'm just going to make this up. It doesn't matter, right? We're just. So, again, they can add all the information. They can add features. They can add a property description. This is the property description for my home. Notes, right? There better not be any catch or cost. Send property information. All right. So when this happens, I, as the agent, am going to get a a notification. Hey, Jim Lee just requested a free list of marketing tools for his FSBO home. And check this out. 67616 Sunset Avenue, Fair Oaks, California. So I'm going to get a notification. It comes in as FSBO draft. And when I click on the street address, actually click on marketing, just click on the green marketing tools button. I did that because I'm going to generate the flipbook to show you. But check this out. This email is already here. Marketing overview, Jim Lee. This is Scott Pierce, right? Jim Lee. And everything is here. I don't have to do anything. It's all right there. And look at that. Got his property ad. It's got a single property website dialed in, ready to go. Let me come back to that. I should make that open up in another tab, but that's fine. So everything is ready to go. So the email, all I would do as the agent is I would just check out the email real quick, make sure everything, click on the links, right? Everything is good. There's my signature at the bottom. And then I can edit the email if I want. I can send a test email to myself to make sure it's good to go. Send FSBO draft tools to seller. So if I want to send this as a draft, right? Because sometimes, and this will be one of the things, so this is a pro tip. So maybe write this down or just pay attention real quickly here. Sometimes you'll be talking to a FSBO and they're just not going to trust you. They're not going to, they're not going to say yes to this offer. If you change the offer, excuse me, when you're talking to them in particular, or texting or emailing them, offer them a draft version to just check out. So you might say, for example, hey, Jim, this is Scott XYZ Realty here in Folsom. I see you're selling your home as FSBO, and I'd like to offer you a free set of marketing tools, the exact same ones that I use to sell homes in the area. Absolutely free. There's no catch. It's just a service as an agent that I provide the homeowners in the area. All right. Now, sometimes they're going to be like, nah, I don't, they feel there's a catch. They feel there's something, you're going to want something from them. And then, so if you were to then say, well, I'll tell you what, why don't I just send you a draft version and you can just take a look. And if you like it, great. If you don't worry about it. Then your response rate, right? The people that take you up on that offer are going to double, right? Because they just feel like the draft version is somehow an easier version. So keep that in mind. If you end up talking to people and you're getting a little bit of resistance to the offer, then, and again, just remember, they don't know you yet. They don't trust you, right? There's a reason they're selling the home as FSBO, because they don't respect you. That was a little dramatic. They don't respect you enough to pay you. How's that? All right. They're going to learn. They're going to learn when they try to do it themselves and they see, oh shit, this is not as easy as we thought. All right. And then they're going to respect you. But at this point, so if you just do let me just give you a draft version, you're going to get a lot more people saying yes to that. So anyway, I can send this to Jim, right? And right, it's all written out. There's nothing I need to do. I could approve it. Yes, approve and send email. So it would flip it from draft to regular, because it's going to be draft until I approve it. All right. And so Jim's going to get it, and I don't have to do anything. And then I might just call Jim up and say, hey, Jim, this is Scott. Thank you for requesting a set of the marketing tools to get your home sold. I just went ahead and I sent you everything. Everything is branded to you, your phone number. So if you need me to change your phone number or your email, let me know. I don't mind doing that. I can do that real quickly here for you if you need to. And if you got any questions, let me know. And hey, good luck. I hope all it works out for you. And if you need anything else, don't hesitate to let me know, because they are not going to get the thing sold. I don't know what the stats are, but most FSBOs do not end up selling themselves. If they did, check this out. If FSBOs was such a thing, all right, this is my area. 0 FSBOs, 0 FSBOs, 1 FSBO, 0 FSBOs, 1 FSBOs. If FSBOs was such a great thing, there would be a lot more FSBOs coming through My Plus leads. Now, there are other places that I would totally check, because FSBOs are kind of scattered. So if you got Red X, you got Vulcan 7, you've got My Plus leads. They're not all going to be flowing through there the way you think. Expireds are way better for that. But you got Zillow, Redfin. And in fact, I'll just drop this into the chat. So give me a second here. I will drop this. Boom. I'm going to put that. And if somebody wants me to put this into the mastermind group later, or if you want to just copy and paste that right now, you can. So again, it's Zillow, Redfin, for sale by owner.com. All right, there's some different Facebook Marketplace. Take a look at Facebook Marketplace. Craigslist can be good. And when you're just driving around. So if you're just, and that's why I like the idea of either having some print flyers or door hangers in my car. Because if I'm driving around and I see a FSBO, man, I could just stop my car, drop the door hanger on the door, door knock it. And I'll talk about door knocking in a minute. I kind of have a little bit already, but we'll talk more about it in particular. Yeah, I want to be ready at all times, because, again, not every FSBO is going to be in a system, or even, come on. Again, FSBOs are just all over the place. They're all over the map, right? They're all over they're scattered. So, it's a little bit of kind of whack-a-mole with FSBOs. But again, a tool like My Plus Leads, Red X, or Vulcan 7 are a great place to start. Zillow and Redfin, some of these for sale by owner sites can be phenomenal as well. A lot of great stuff right there. All right, so again, I found this FSBO right here. So what I did is I took the street address right here. I looked it up in My Plus Leads, because on Zillow, they want you to go through their lead form. So if I scroll down here, right, listed by property owner, and it's right, it wants me to go through them. So I can't really contact them this way. So what I did is I took that address and I ran it through My Plus Leads. So I took the address, I went into My Plus Leads. Now I'm going to show you something here, because this will come up all the time. Let me go. I'm not a My Plus Leads expert, but so I got a video that I'll play here in a minute. But let me see. Give me a second. So 7616 Sunset Ave. So 7616. So right here, street address 7616 Sunset. So the people at My Plus Lead said the best thing to do is type in just like the street number and the street name. Don't put in the whole thing, I guess. I don't know why. And so here, 7616. So I got a phone number, but there's no name. And so what I did is I then looked up this address. So there's like another address. So it's owned by a trust. So then I looked up this address, right, the same way, and I got the name, email, and phone number for the people that own it. So just a little kind of thing. I would think this would be good for expireds. Joycelyn, this is 10 times better for expireds, 100%. But FSBOs, a lot of people don't go after FSBOs because they don't have a compelling offer to make them, right? The old, hey, I got a buyer, can I come by and look at your home routine? And then you get over there and you go through the whole, don't you know that selling with a real estate agent is going to net you 5% more, and you're an idiot for selling as that's tired. That's not going to work. You would be the 8th person going after that FSBO with that kind of spiel. And so most people don't have a compelling offer to make to FSBOs. So even though there's a lot less of them, I want to have it set up so that when I see FSBOs, all right, now I'm not going to make the concerted effort like I would for expireds, like, towards FSBOs. But like I said earlier, if I can get 1 or 2 FSBOs a month, it doesn't sound like a lot, but yet it is. Make sense? Because if I reach out to like 5 or 6 FSBOs a month, I'll probably list one of them on average. Some expire, yeah, and some Joycelyn, I think Gwen may have had that happen where she was there's an expired, and so she was going after them, and then they listed as FSBO, and then I think they ended up realizing that that was just like ridiculous, and so they ended up listing with her. So yeah, 100%. People can bounce around because they go. Why shouldn't they go FSBO? They used a professional agent. The agent couldn't get it sold, so why don't they just go FSBO and just do it themselves, right? It's not the right answer. The right answer is price your home right and get a good marketing program behind it. But they don't know that. They're not professionals. So, in their mind, they're going, well, we hired this agent who told us they were the neighborhood expert. We hired this agent who told us they're amazing, and they couldn't do it. So if they can't do it, why would Joycelyn be able to sell my home? Well, when they see this from Joycelyn, when they see the 100-point home marketing plan, they're going to go, oh, Joycelyn's a little bit different than that last person we had, right? That last joker we had, right? They had a a one-pager about how they got 5,000 offices around the world, right? Nobody from Bangladesh is going to be calling about your home, right? Right? Just because you have an office in Switzerland, no agent in Switzerland is going to be, oh yeah, I saw your home on our corporate website. That it doesn't. This is what matters, right? The complete marketing plan, the 100-point home marketing plan to get your home sold, 27 pages. When I can get this in front of a homeowner, right? Whether it's a FSBO, once they get tired of playing around and they get serious about selling their home, and or an expired homeowner or seller leads in my database. That's why the applications for what we're doing here, it's not just for expireds, it's not just for FSBOs, it's also for all those seller leads in your database. It's for when you have an open house. I take a copy of this to my open house and I leave it laying around so that anybody walking through the open house, I can just mention, if you're curious to see the 100-point home marketing plan to get this home sold, it's just on the table over there. Feel free to take a look, because people that own a home are going to, and it's going to help start more conversations with those homeowners to where I can put them in my contacts, put them in my CRM, start engaging with them, and get the trust and impress the heck out of them so that when they are ready to sell, they're now in my pipeline and I get the listing. All right. Make sense? But so yeah, like I said, so FSBOs, it's not something I'm going to spend a ton of time on. But as I've said already a few times, all I need is 1 to 2 FSBO listings, especially if I'm, an agent who's doing 2 to 3 listings a month. For the amount of time I would spend, it's a no-brainer, right? It's an absolute no-brainer. I got the landing page created. I've got 20 print flyers in my car for it. I've got 50 door hangers for it sitting in my car. So, as I'm driving around, as I'm doing a showing in the area, as I find myself over there, I've got to maybe keep a list of all the FSBOs that are in the area. So when you find yourself around, right, you got a script for the FSBO, right? So we got a FSBO script as well in the landing page section. So you've got all the tools that you need. Now it's just implementing them and getting in touch. Now, let's go back here. So just one little caveat. Let me just mention something. And this is kind of between us. So the seller, they upload that beautiful photo. Looks like garbage. Now, this is not in the MLS necessarily. Now, you could offer, hey, you know what, Jim? Thank you for uploading the photos. if you like, no, I'm giving you two different two different versions of this. So there's the first one I'm going to do and the second one. First one might be, hey, Jim, if you like, I could come by and take a photo of your property that might look a little bit better online. So when you're putting it on FSBO.com and I see it's on Zillow, a better picture would help get more clicks, more views, and more calls, I think. Or you could run it through Chat GPT like I did right here, right? And actually I did it a few times because I was kind of an idiot. And I forgot to say to take the trash cans in the car. So in that original photo on Zillow, check this out. They got that's actually the Google Street View. Oh, that's even better. I love it. So the Google Street View, right? Those cars, the trash cans. I mean, it looks like a scary movie. And so I just threw that bad boy into chat, and I'll show you here. Like I said, I was being a little dense. So here's the original, right, that we just saw. Here was my first take. And I forgot to say, take out the trash cans on the left. And then, boom, got a nice clean photo. And so what I might do is download that from ChatGPT. And whenever I feel like it's appropriate, I'm just going to upload that image. And is that the one? Yep, perfect. And replace theirs, because again, this is not on the MLS. And if I want to market, AI enhanced for the sky or something, if you need to, always, maybe talk to your broker, because again, this is the MLS. It's not our this is not, I'm sorry. This is for a FSBO. It's not MLS. It's not, my name's not even on it. Your name as an agent is not on this. So now when right? Oh, much better. And I might even just delete the other one. Okay. Now, if you want to, I got people that do this. So they would see that FSBO, on Zillow, and they do this. They don't even ask. They don't even approach the seller. What they do is they go add listing manual, status, for sale by owner. They add the owner's name. Yikes. 415-555-1212. You don't need to worry about the headline, right? Street address, 7616 Sunset Ave, city. I'm just going to do Folsom, California, 95630. You get the idea. I'm not sure if there's any property description on Zillow. No, there is. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, there's a phone number right there. Call Shannon. All right. Shannon, I'll give you a call. But for now, I'm just going to pop that in there, save and add photo. I'm going to use the photo that I did with chat because I want to impress them a little bit more. I don't want to sit there and, throw up a Google Street View image of their photo of their home. So I'm going to upload. And if there are other images, I would download and upload them here as well. Save and start marketing. Now, I'm not actually going to market it, and again, now I got the email. And then I would just email this to Jim, send FSBO tools to seller. There's Jim's email. Boom. Go ahead and send it to him and then call him up. Hey, Jim, this is Scott XYZ Realty. And, hey, I got this free program for all the FSBOs in the Portsmouth area where I provide them a free set of marketing tools. And there's no cost, there's no catch, there's no nothing. I just want to wish you luck. And if you have any questions on this, please let me know. I know people that do that and they get listings from it. It's, it's the old ask for permission. It's better to ask for permission than it is for It's it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. Make sense? Now, this is not true for DNC. This is not true for, spamming people via text messages and getting sued. That's not like that. So that's not the kind of but something like this, that could be really cool. That could be a very powerful, a very catchy way to get a hold of and impress that homeowner. Make sense? Let me know if that makes sense, because I think that's another cool way of doing it. And or you could add it to your account and don't send them anything, but then call them up, right, and leave it as FSBO draft and say, hey, I've got a set of FSBO tools for you. Can I send them over? So there's a lot of ways to go about this. It's just whatever your vibe is, your style, your energy will kind of help dictate that a little bit. Now, you may have a FSBO homeowner that's not really dialed into you yet. So in that case, we've got the PDF guide. Now there's one on FSBO specifically, but then we've got all these other seller guides that could be of interest to them. So if I type in PDF guide FSBO, it's easier just to type in FSBO than try to search all the way through. Marketing tools. And again, I'm not going to do an ad. I'm not going to even post this on my social media because I don't want to be like I'm promoting FSBO. I'm not doing a short form video. I'm focusing on the email, right? The email. I'm going to take that and I'm going to send it to the FSBO homeowner, and they can download my PDF guide. Because again, how are we going to engage FSBO homeowners? It's the same as anybody else. Add value, right? Stay in front of them, add value. Don't ask something from them until they're ready, but staying in front of them like this, you will be the first person they call. Here's a script. If you want to get them, call them up on the phone. Here are some print flyers. So again, I can drop by their home with a print flyer. These are gorgeous. I got postcards. I got door hangers. Hey, Christine, I didn't know you were on here. Don't be such a stranger. Say hi when you get on. Right? Download your free guide. Awesome. The scripts are, so for the script for the PDF guide is database call script right there. For the landing page, you've got to create the landing page first before you'll have anything for it. So you need to, if you don't have one yet, and if you've already got one, the easiest thing to do is filter by type. Like I've got a lot of landing pages. If you don't, then it doesn't matter. So now I'm showing all my FSBOs. And if I click marketing tools, oh, for texting. All right, hold on a second. For texting, I don't have anything, but we're going to do one right now. So hold tight. I want to send a text to a FSBO homeowner offering them a free set of marketing tools to get their home sold on their own. I will include this link where they can get them, or where they can request them. There is no cost or catch. I can also give me a follow-up text where I offer this in a draft form for them to approve. If they do not respond to the first text, keep this short, but engaging. Let's see what we come up with. For expired, let's just swap out the link in the so for text number 1. I put together a free set of marketing tools to help FSBO homeowners get their homes sold on their own. There's no cost or catch. You can check them out here. Follow up. Just want to in case you missed my last text. I have the free to approve before using. Yeah. And then we got some tighter version. I mean, I would just take, man, there's 4. Boom. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this for expired. For the expired. Yeah, it's for the expired. It's in the school. I'm sorry. Thank you, Joycelyn. I appreciate that. So let's do this. Let's go to school because SKOOL. Go to the classroom. So for expired, and just go down the left-hand side. And here are the texts for the expireds. Right now, I'm going to add classroom. Add new course name, FSBO, open, add page, edit, text message, CQ, because I gotta do a CQUENC text sequence for oh my gosh, engaging FSBOs. I got to set up a FSBO classroom anyways at some point. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm going to have to replace all those links later, but cool. All right. So I dropped those right there. Christine, are you good? And for anybody else that wants these, just come in here and grab them. All right. You got to join our school classroom. So I will put the link and then I'll FSBO. So there's a FSBO class right here. So when you get to our area, it's the orange one, and I'll add our representative sales or realtor here. And right now that'll be the only thing under FSBO. So if anybody wants this, and obviously just remember to replace this link with your link. And now you've got all the other tools as well. So we talked about creating a landing page for our area, how to do that like in 5 seconds, that it creates not only the landing page that's branded to the area, making you look like a FSBO expert, but it creates all the marketing tools that you're going to need. Of the marketing tools, I would focus on the tools for the email, to email them, and then the print flyer, postcard, or door hanger. I might consider printing, 10 to 15 of the print flyers, put them in my car, put them in the trunk in somewhere where they're going to keep nice and not get all dog-eared. You may think about maybe ordering some of the door hangers as well. If you've got a postcard campaign that's going to FSBOs, you could add this postcard to that. I talked about how the whether it's the e-flyer or the print flyer, the postcard or the door hanger, how it gets the FSBO homeowner to the landing page where they can now they can request the tools and not add anything. So they don't have to add the photo, because once they fill out the first part of the lead form, so once they fill out this, if they don't do, once they do all this and they get my free tools, you're going to get notified right then. So if they never add their home, if they never add the information, then you will do that, because it will be in listings to leads. It will say FSBO draft. There just won't be any photos or anything with it. So, you'll just go in and edit it and add the photos, add the property information if you're so inclined. You don't have to do anything, but that's probably what you'd want to do. So it would be like FSBO draft. And let's say there's no photos, anything, just click on edit, add in the information. You have their name, right? You'll have their name and phone number and email and address. So just look it up like I did, add it, get the photos that you can, If you see a garbage photo, run it through ChatGPT maybe. You know, show the value, right? Show the value that you can provide. Be a little bit, I mean, the way I am, I always like to try to impress people as much as possible, right? Not out of feeling like I'm not enough, not just because I want you to look at me and go, wow, he is somebody I want to do business with. He is someone that goes above and beyond to provide value to me in whatever capacity that is. All right. So we talked about the landing page, getting the marketing tools in front of them, how to handle all of that. When they fill it out and we get the notification, then how easy it is to just approve it and send them the email. The email's got everything. I don't need to do anything, right? The email's got everything in it. So I'm not sitting here schlepping, unless I've got to add the photos and details. But even when I do it, it's still going to generate the email. It's going to generate all the tools. And then we talked about the PDF guide and how you can use the PDF guide for FSBOs as kind of like, follow up because, hey, maybe they don't reach back to me. I never hear from them and I want to stay in front of them. Well, I could then send maybe a week later the guide for FSBO home selling. And then what I would do is I would add them to my CRM. I would add them as FSBO contact because they're not a lead. They're not in my pipeline. They're not a listing, obviously. So I would add them to my CRM, tag FSBO contact, and I would just set them up on my normal seller follow-up. And if you don't have good seller follow-up, right, that's just adding value, you can take hours. The easiest thing to do for ours is actually go through the PDF guide section. But like our follow-up, you can take our emails for the guides, and we get a lot. I tell you, people that do this, I get really, really good feedback from people because they just love it. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. Let me just share with you. In fact, someone asked this in the mastermind group. But let's say, a first-time homebuyer's guide, or I can go to sellers, buyers. And so let's say there's a guide, and I want to add it to my CRM. How to sell your home in a changing market. 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. That's actually a really popular one. Click on marketing tools, e-flyer for your database. And I can just copy this, or I can click copy code, drop it into my CRM. I can either send it out as a email blast, or I can add it as part of a campaign. It's awesome. Can you guide me what sources I can use to add for sellers? Suma, I don't really get the question. What's the question? Yeah, I'm not. Can you what sources I can use from L to L to add for seller consultation? Yeah, I don't really get the question, unfortunately. I mean, we have all the great tools for the seller, generate seller leads, right? Pending listings, sold listings, expired marketing. The FSBO is great. The seller guides have all the marketing that goes along with them. So there's tons of tools. In fact, right here, generate seller leads, generate buyer leads. So if I go to seller leads, excuse me. So if I've got any pending or sold listings, they're going to pop up because those are phenomenal. Some video scripts, the emails for your database. I mean, these are phenomenal. So if you got a database, getting these tools to them. In fact, this is a great one. I love this one. When you meet the sellers, what you're going to want to do ahead of time is make sure you add their home to your account. We do that webinar like every 2 weeks. I'll point you in the right direction of where that webinar is. But essentially, you want to add them to your account, just like I did the FSBO, the exact same way, except instead of status FSBO, you're going to use status listing presentation, and it will give you, right, check this out, A567 Gold Lane. If I click the green market listing button, I got a flip book, and then there's a PDF right next to it. And so when I go to meet a seller, I'm going to take this with me because that's their home. That's literally their home. That's their name. That's their address on the cover. And when they go through this, look at this. That's their home in every image. Every image has their home. And it gets even better because look at that URL. That URL. That's their address, .worldsbestlisting.com. How do you think homeowners feel when they see that in your listing presentation? I don't care who you're going up against. They're going to want to go with you because that's even better than just 8567goldlane.com. That's boring. Okay. I mean, I get it. It's my street address. Cool. But would you rather have 8567goldlane.com or 8567goldlane.worldsbestlisting.com? Of course you would. You want this one, right? The QR code is scannable so they can scan. So it's completely interactive. Beautiful presentation of their home. Just absolutely gorgeous. Got your client reviews on the end so they can see all your great client reviews. I mean, it's just brilliant. Oh, webinar? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't do webinar. We don't do training on webinars for sellers. So yeah, that's beyond the scope of my training. Yeah. Okie doke. Anything else, everybody, for me before we split? Get into the mastermind group. Make sure you get into our school. If you're not in our school yet, did I put the link to the school? Let me put the link to, give me a second. I'm going to put the join. I messed up. I'm on my other monitor, so give me 1 second. I'm going to grab the link for the school classroom in case you are not a member yet. Copy. And where is StreamYard? There we go. Boom. Yeah. And Suma, get into the mastermind group. That's a great question for the mastermind group as well. So yeah, I'm still not really getting your question because they're not my sellers. Yeah. So yeah, get into the mastermind group. That's a great place because I'll see it. I can try to provide some value. And if I don't, I mean, even if I do, other people can as well. Okie doke. All right, everybody. Listen, thank you so much. Give me your feedback. Oh, real quickly here before you go. And I know some of you have, and I appreciate that. But if you haven't, or if you want to provide your feedback on this webinar in particular, there is the post-webinar survey link. It really means a lot to me when you give me a little bit of feedback. I want to make sure that I'm spending my time efficiently for you. So any feedback that you got for me is awesome. I appreciate that. And Christine, of course, I got a minute for you. What's your question? Thank you, Joyce Lynn. I appreciate you as well, of course. John, thank you. I appreciate that. But Christine, what's your question? Oh, Suma, thank you so much. All right, I'm just sitting here waiting for Christine. I know she's going to have a great question. I can't wait. Maybe. Christine, I'm waiting for your question. Lisa, thank you so much. I appreciate it as well. I'm just going to sit here and wait for a minute for I'm sorry. No, I don't hear you. I don't think you can. No, in stream now, if we were on Zoom, I could hear you. Here, I can't. Jim, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Jim, are you the Jim that's been like a client for like 15 years? I feel like there was a Jim Lee in that area. Is that you or is that somebody else? I wonder. Like from way back in the day. So I don't know if that's the same Jim Lee. If it is, that would be crazy. And for all of you, if you're still on here, real quickly, let me just show you. Make sure you're in the mastermind group. So if you go to the marketing calendar, right there, marketing calendar. So Christina, are you going to type it in? Why don't you just type it in? Worst case, you can, how do I put my link into the text script for expired? real quickly here, mastermind group right there, Facebook mastermind group, join group. It's under marketing calendar resources. For the expired, let me close a bunch of this stuff. Give me a second here. At this point, I'm getting really too inundated by too many tabs. So if you're in the school, right, if you go to classroom, expired, and how do I put my link in the text? Okay, so you're talking about like the text sequence right here for expired, like text number 1. Yep, that's B. Perfect. Okay. So let me do this. I'm going to just do this in a Google Sheet, just to drop it somewhere. I'm going to bring one over. Give me a second. All right. So, Christine, I think you got Lofty maybe or something. So I think you've got a program where I can set this up right in Follow Up Boss. I can set this up in Lofty. I can set this up in, probably Brivity, Sierra, most, Wise Agent. A lot of CRMs have this, not all. But what you want is you want to use your link instead of my link, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to, oh, wonderful. Okay, let's say that's the link I want to use, right? I know it says FSBO, but just pretend it says expired. So that's, we want to link to the flipbook because when we send a text message, I want them to be able to open this up right away. Show and tell. So use a service like either Bitly or Tiny URL. You can do this with both. And you're only going to do this once because it's not the, this is our general flipbook. It's right for, oh my gosh, excuse me. It's our general flipbook for expireds. So just put the URL and then click the link. Now this link, Bitly, if you can see it, bit.ly/4UARAVF. That's a little shaky. I mean, it works. I can click it and it's going to work. And it's short. So, I mean, granted, it's meeting the definition. But what we want is something a little bit better. So check this out. Now, watch. It's so easy. If you know you can do it, doing it is the easy part. View link details. We're going to customize the back half. And there's a little edit icon in the top right with a little pencil. And it says right there, edit back half. And I could say something like, I'm going to use something that I would never, there's nobody, Yukon expired plan. All right. Nobody's in the Yukon. Anybody here in the Yukon? Just click save, boom. And now I've got a much tighter, cleaner, professional, engaging URL. Let's copy URL. Come back over to Lofty. And boom. Does that make sense? Christine, you got it? And I think that's good. And when I do, like if I'm going to send a text message to a homeowner, I do the same thing, but I would put their street address, right? bit.ly/736 Gold Lane. If I need it for a seller lead. All right, Christine, are you good? I got to get going, but let me know if you're good real quick before I hop out of here. I got some stuff I need to get done before my next call. Yes, yeah, Christine, yes or no? Yes, no, yes, no, yes. Yeah, if there's anything else, just get into the mastermind group. Go ahead and ask me there. Easy. But I think you're good. Perfect. All right. Yeah. So just and it's the same idea with single property website. You don't even need to do that because we're already doing the custom URL for that. Right? So for text number 2, it's using the single property website link. And you can just edit, you can click domain go to edit domain if you need to, and just, do something like I got your Placer County home, your Yukon home, and then that's the link. That's already short. I don't need to make that any shorter. And then the third text message is the same link as in the first. So yeah, it should take you 5 minutes to get that set up as a campaign in Lofty. And then any of these expireds that you're adding, right, that are attached to that campaign, they're going to get it and they're going to be good to go. So, all right, go have a beautiful, phenomenal day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, bye-bye.